In today's episode, I am going to share with you seven free or cheap ideas that feel luxurious when it comes to celebrating without spending. Right? Hey everyone, welcome back to Observe the Year. I'm Wisdom, and today we're going to talk about how to celebrate in style without breaking the bank. You don't need to spend a fortune to make a day feel special. In fact, some of the most meaningful celebrations cost next to nothing. We sometimes believe that big celebrations have to come with big price tags, but joy, connection, and memories don't come from money, they come from thoughtfulness. So the first idea number one, picnic at the park. Okay? Pack whatever food you already have, sandwiches, fruits, snacks, and head to your favorite park. Bring a blanket, maybe a speaker for soft music, and just enjoy. Fresh air, sunshine, and being surrounded by nature already feel like a treat. Bonus points if you catch a sunset. Yeah. Okay. Idea number two, handwritten letters. Write heartfelt letters to friends, family, or even to your future self. Use nice paper if you have it, but plain works too, right? If yeah, the most important thing is you want to be um honest, genuine, and specific in the letter, and as much as possible, just express yourself. So what I mean by express yourself is instead of saying you've been kind to me. No, that's yeah. What does that mean? Nobody knows what that means. If you're writing a letter to someone else, of course, you want to say, okay, I still remember the day when you helped me out from the. I was testing my throat was parched, and I was wondering where the next meal will come from. And you showed up in person. Thank you so much for that day. Every person, so now because I've noticed that when you give compliments, when you thank people, it's better if you can be specific about what you're thanking them for. Else, the compliment just feels generic and it feels scattered. It feels as if it's not genuine. So if I'm like, oh yeah, thank you so much for everything you do, it's different from like, oh, thank you so much um for showing up for me yesterday, pretty much very early. I was wondering if anyone was going to show up for my event, and yeah, you were there 30 minutes early, and you even encouraged me and helped me to set up the venue. Thank you so much. You removed a lot of work from my shoulders, and I'm glad that you showed up for me when you did. Now it's not generic. Now it's genuine. So that's just what now. Do you have to be poetic? If you can write point by point, but you don't have to, right? The goal is to be specific and yeah, just express yourself. Okay. So in uh the other thing I should add to the handwritten note is that because it's handwritten, because with digital and everything, it shows that you've put in some thought to it, right? So it's not just um copied and paste or ChatGPT and all that, right? You've actually sat down and spent some time to write it, right? So that's the thing with handwritten notes. It shows that, oh, you put some thought into it rather than just printing something and saying that out to someone. Okay, so the idea number three, the third idea is moving marathon at home. Okay. So it's exactly what it sounds like, a moving marathon. So what you want to do is you want to pick a theme, right? Maybe childhood favorites, rom-coms or adventure movies and queue them up, right? So you want to do the compilation and the curation before the actual event, before the actually day. And so what you do is you make a popcorn, you dim the lights and pile on the pillows. And that's it. Now, this idea would be nice if you're watching from a country where the the power, yeah, electricity is not a problem, right? But if you're in a country where electricity is a problem, well, the marathon might not go as planned. But you could get it if you have a generator, you could foil it. But if you don't, you could use your mobile phone, and everybody enjoys. Or if it's a personal one, if it's you just celebrating, you could do the movie marathon and just enjoy yourself for a day or 12 hours or 6 hours, depending. No, man, there are different kinds of marathon. So you get cozy, you laugh, you cry, and you don't have to buy a ticket. And it's not as so the memories. If you celebrate with people, the memories are there, and people can remember all these things. So idea number four, right, is bake something. So what do we mean by bake something? Okay, you use what you already have in your kitchen and bake cookies, bread, or cake. Now, this idea might not be for everyone, but if you love cooking, love baking, or you love to experiment and just try out things, yeah, you should definitely try this out. And the smell of baking something and the pride of making it yourself feels really, really satisfying. Try it. You thank me later. Okay. And then what's the idea number five? Idea number five is stargazing. So what exactly is stargazing? Stargazing is you find a quiet, dark spot, even your backyard, and look up at the night sky. You can even download a free app to identify constellations, right? And it is fun. Yeah, it is fun. and you get to see, oh, this stars, this is this constellation, and you can see some special facts about these stars. But you just get to spend some time out in the night and look at the stars. It's peaceful, it's inspiring, and it's totally free, right? Yeah, wherever you are in the world, you can always look at the sky. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You can look at the sky and see the stars. Okay, so idea number 6 is DIY spa night. Now, spa night is nice, but it's expensive. What about you do your own DIY? You do it yourself, right? So you light some candles, you play calming music, you take a bath, and you use whatever lotions or masks you already own. Emphasis on whatever you already own, so you don't end up mixing or using stuff that end up causing reactions for you. For you, so be careful, right? So you want to use what you already know, and you just take a deep bath and spoil yourself. You're treating yourself with care and you're creating a serene atmosphere, and it's free because you're already using the resources you have. Other than the candles, that's if you don't already have the candles. The candles are not really necessary if you love to, if you want to have that. But if not, no need for that. The main thing is to get a deep bath, play calming music, and yeah, just take care of yourself. So idea number 7 is you game night. Okay, so now this for me is the most interesting idea. It's free, right? At least for most of the games, and even if you have to get a game, it's cheap. And for most of the games, these are games that you will use again and again. And another thing you could do is you could actually borrow games from people, right? So if you are thinking of playing the games, you can actually borrow. Like, think for example, if you have a chess piece, it's a game that you can borrow, and it's not after the game, everything's still preserved. So you could play board games, right? So the thing about chess is that it usually involves two persons, and yeah, I think so. It involves two persons, and so everybody. Now I know that you could do tournaments where this person plays with this person and this person plays with this person, but everybody's not playing the game at the same time. So you could use something else depending on the number of persons. You could play board games, play card games, or you could make up your own silly challenge games. Now, you could there are so many other games out there. If you want me, I could make an episode on different games you could play to spice up your holiday or birthday and just make it really more interesting. So with games, especially if the games are really silly, uh, you get to laugh. People are connecting, and if it's a team game where people are divided into different teams, people are connecting. Everybody's being playful, and you don't get to spend a single dime, right? And so there you have it, 7 free or cheap ways to make any day feel special. Remember, it's not about how much you spend, it's about how much you care. If you try any of these, share your experience with me on on the comment section. Did I say comment section? Oh, I thought this would be this will be on YouTube, but I'd love for you to just let me know how it goes, right? And if you love to get ideas like this, I send a newsletter, and you can sign up for the newsletter at observeday.com/newsletter, and you can get some of these crazy ideas like this every week. And until next time, keep finding the joy in the little things. I've been Wisdom Conquer, your host for the Observe Day podcast. Bye bye.